So we're here today in Mythenwood. We're talking about the extra £19 million in flood defence funding that Calderdale's received. We've received this as a result of the hard work of our cabinet and of our officers. Calderdale was seen as a national example of how you do this, how you respond to an emergency like flooding. But that's because we've got some great officers, we've had some great leadership, but also it's because we've got great people. I'm here with Scott Pacient, who's one of the cabinet members who's been responsible for seeing this all through. But also, like a lot of Labour councillors, he's a member of his community. He himself, at the time of the flooding, was already a governor at his local school. And before he was a councillor, he was a flood warden. So he knows how to respond to these things and he knows the work that's gone into it. And since then, he's been sitting on the board that's been making sure that this all happens properly.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. What Calderdale's been really good at is thinking outside the box. It's not just invested in some of the more hard flood alleviation schemes. It's also really invested in people, and you can see that through the work the NFM groups are doing, like Slow the Flow and Tree Responsibility. That involves working with highways to minimise the amount of disruption on the roads, and also with all the other agencies to make travel that little bit easier. I'm really enthused with the work that the Flood Partnership Board are doing. It continues to make quite bold and challenging decisions and works very closely with the Flood Scrutiny Board that Josh is involved in. It is a bit of a shame that Craig Whittaker hasn't been turning up to meetings. They were specifically planned for on a Friday afternoon so that he could make them. But alas, I've not seen him in the year or so I've been a councillor.
I think that's the thing, is that we've been really successful as working as a team, working together. We've got money for Mythenwood, Brighouse and Hebden Bridge. So great news on the funding, but we've still got a lot of work to do to make sure that all comes to fruition and we see it happen. And we both agree that our towns are going to be absolutely fantastic when this is all finished and people are going to be more secure in their homes.